I want to start this video off by saying, like, you can still grow your business on YouTube, and you don't have to love social media. You don't have to love public speaking, and you can have a lot of imposter syndrome and still grow your business on YouTube and not have a ton of followers. So I started my social media journey, like really truly posting content right here on YouTube in 2012. And I started with the Sex Talk series. This channel used to be the Sex Talk series, which I started with my co-host at the time. And we did that from the end of 2012 until 2016. It was just my co-host and I doing videos about sex, relationships, sex positive relationship, kink, BDSM, like all of that kind of stuff. Sex ed. It was a sex ed channel. And after my co-host left in 2016, I continued to do it myself for the next, 7 years, and till now it's 2024. So it's been 8 years, and I'm still making videos on YouTube. And I think it's important to recognize I almost quit this YouTube channel. Certainly, my former co-host recommended it, just start over. And I contemplated it, and I honestly thought I should, but I decided to keep this channel because I'm a sex therapist, and all of the content I found that I did over those years with my co-host, with other people during that time, were all still incredibly valid. It's been a long time since I started it, but a lot of that information still holds true. A lot of that information is also the foundation of the course that I have. And so I'm really glad I kept the channel and rebranded it and am able to continue to use this channel and this platform. And I am continuing to rebrand and reuse it and breathe a new life into it, because at the end of the day, I still do this work. And so the information on this channel is still extremely valuable to me and to my business and to anyone that is seeking sex positive information around relationships, sexuality, gender, and so forth. So a lot of the old stuff it's still on here. A lot of it I've taken down, the ones that I felt didn't really kind of represent who I am anymore. So I've taken a lot of those down, and I've kept the good ones still up. So yeah, keeping the channel was a decision that I made, and I'm glad that I did, because I'm grateful to have this channel and to be able to grow and evolve, because we do. Every time something changes, you don't necessarily need to just throw it away and start over. I'm a huge fan of restructuring relationships, so that they suit us, so that we don't have to just throw everything, throw the baby out with the bathwater. I think that is sort of a theme in our culture, is just start over, just completely start over. And I don't necessarily buy it. So all of that to say, I'm glad I stuck it out. Now, I don't have millions of followers. I predominantly make now videos for my student to become intimacy coach, right? So that's what this channel has become about. I also host a couple of podcasts, and I connect them through my YouTube as well. YouTube now has the shorts, which is really cool because I do also post on TikTok, so I can repost my TikToks on to YouTube. And that sort of like 9:16 size versus the 16:9, which is what I'm filming on now. So YouTube has allowed us a platform to grow our businesses. and you will find your audience on YouTube. It doesn't have to be a big audience. And I think this can also translate to other channels. You can have a business without having thousands of followers. You don't need to be having tens of thousands of followers to grow your business on social media. You just need a core group of followers. And that is one of the most important ways to grow your business. So this video is just a really short video about YouTube. I think it's been 12 years since I started my YouTube channel. I took breaks. I took lots of breaks throughout the years. So it's not been a consistent thing since my co-host left. But I definitely kept at it. And I was really, really grateful and thankful to have this channel to be able to do that on. And if you're just starting out, I encourage you to start making videos on YouTube. You will learn what you need to learn along the way. And I will say that I grew my business after I started making videos on YouTube. Like when I started making videos on YouTube was when I noticed a influx of growth in my business. I had started my business in 2007, and in 2012, which was the 5th year I was in business, and I'd done podcasts and things before that, but when I did my YouTube channel, that's when I noticed the most amount of growth. And I didn't grow to, 6,000 followers overnight. And 6,000 followers isn't even a lot, but it's a dedicated audience. And I continue to put out content that's relevant to me and my business. And so that hasn't changed. So I think that if you use it in a consistent way, it can be really, really powerful. YouTube is one of the biggest search engines on the internet, and possibly even bigger than Google. So many people are on YouTube because so many people are on their computer, on their laptops at work. So if they're not on Google, they're going to either Facebook or they're going to YouTube. This channel used to be the Sex Talk series, and then it was the Sex Talk with Mo, and then recently I just rebranded it to be my name, Mou Ghose MFT, since I'm a therapist. And yes, I have a program where I train people to become sexologists, sex coaches, intimacy coaches, and sex therapists. But having the name sort of switched to me allows me to be a little bit more authentic with the evolution as I grow and as my channel grows. I feel like sexual freedom is still one of my main platforms, but there might be other things that I want to talk about on here, which I do. Obviously, if you've seen any of my videos, I do talk about like growing your business and things like that for my sexology coaches. I think of sexology business as a creative business, and I think of entrepreneurs also as creatives in a lot of ways. So that sort of name change allows me to talk more about the different things that I do and the different things that I teach in my program. And I also am planning on talking about my health journey very soon as well. Healing a lot of autoimmune and how I did that. So that's going to be something fun that I'm going to be creating a new channel around. I'm also creating a new channel. Well, all of it's going to be on this channel, but like a new series, a new section, which I love about YouTube because you can create so many sections. So I have a couple of podcasts that I do. I'm doing a new podcast where I interview authors. That's called Sexy Authors, #Sexy Authors. So check that podcast out. I also do the Shades of Pleasure podcast with my co-hosts, and that's around ethical and consensual non-monogamy. So that's on another channel on this channel, another playlist on this channel. And then I've got the Pleasure Psychology, which is the program. And so, yeah, there's a lot of really great ways to use YouTube. And so changing my name to encompass everything that I do has also been a really great way for me to keep my channel and grow it in ways that are authentic and unique to me. So, and I'm glad you're still here if you are. And there's going to be a lot more to come, including my Sexy Authors podcast, which I'm going to be interviewing. I already did my first interview with a very well-known BDSM author, and I have several other interviews lined up. We're in an era of banned books, right? Where books are getting banned left and right by the right wing. And this is going to be a channel where I explore very important books and the authors that write them. So that's going to be on a podcast right here on YouTube as well. So lots of new, fresh things coming to the channel. I'm so glad that you've stuck around. If you are part of my faithful audience and if you're one of my students, get on YouTube. And if you're not a student, you can be a student, or you can just learn from my videos, because my videos will offer a lot. It's free. So my videos offer a lot and you can get a lot from them. And I think starting a YouTube channel at any age, for any reason at all, but specifically if you have a business that you're trying to grow, this can be a great way to do it, because not only do you get in front of people, you also develop your voice around it. You have the opportunity to share your values and perspectives around your business, your philosophies, all that stuff. So it's a great way to do that so that people can get to know you and the person behind the business as well. So I think that's it for today. Thanks for listening. Bye.